think we get started. Most interesting thing is that we are project managers, so we have to talk the language of professionals. If you are certified or aspiring to getting certified as a project manager, this event is really good for you. It's really good because it forms the continuity path and the journey ahead. The journey ahead as project manager is really wonderful. When we embrace the right tools and technologies and transformative concepts like AI and so on and so on. Okay, so just getting started. Appreciate we know the direction of this presentation. It's a brief presentation, but giving us highlights, insights, and of course, prepare us to see how we can better improve the culture performance, high performance culture, using prompt engineering concepts of AI. All right, so basically our agenda is pretty easy. We want everyone used. I should, if you are new, it should not be too strange. We should become a family just by a one-page introduction. And then next, we should introduce who we are. And then, of course, we should focus briefly having an overview of the project management industry in terms of the Project Management Institute, the future of work, some career certifications that make a difference for professionals. Then we focus our attention seriously on the talent triangle and how things are evolving, how PMI is championing transformation in the project industry using the talent triangle as the base. Okay, so from the talent triangle, it supports all kinds of initiatives like AI, generative AI tools for project management, and how we can leverage on PMI templates through a course called KICKOFF and see how we can make a whole lot of things move easily for us. Okay, so I'm not a new person for some of us. I may appear new, but I'm an PMI instructor. So I look very fresh, see, very young, fresh, and like to share in like-minded. That means the future is bright for all of us. Even if you are 50 or 40 or in your 40s like myself, then we share the same passion, same aspirations. All right, so professionals, let us move on to a basic introduction. What forms your motivation anchoring as part of the participant of this event? As a participant, what do you expect? Based on my own suggestion here, our own suggestion, what is your suggestion? What is your expectation? Kindly introduce yourself and let's get started. 3 people can give us a kind introduction with some good passion. You're certified, tell us, are you project manager? Are you program manager? Are you portfolio manager? Let's know.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. From this end, I am Bruno Cho, based here in Douala. I'm not a professional in project management, so I'm like a novice. But I was like interested once I saw your program, and I said, okay, let me give it a try.
Oh,
you can help me one further. And then I am at the Douala 4 Council. I work there like a finance controller.
Great.
Okay, thank you. And I hope to learn more from this project.
Thank you. Thank you. Douala 4 Council means you are heavily seated in on a project seat, that's fine. I think it will
Okay.
benefit you a lot. That's critical. Thank you so much, Mr. Bruno.
Thank you.
We have one more or two more to get the discussion rolling. Right.
Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Kevin.
Yeah, I'm Do Kevin Ange from Industrial Solution Cameroon. I'm a technical manager with Industrial Solution Cameroon, about 12 years experience in project management. I'm aspiring to become a certified project manager. So my reason for attending this, I know it's going to increase my knowledge in project management and also to help me acquire new knowledge in the area, in the domain of project management.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I share with you in passion. All right. That's perfect. I think just one more chance. We can get started.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening,
Since we have only heard male voices, I decided to break the silence for a woman to be able to say a word. My name is Ndolo Ekane Okan, and I am a project manager with the National Investment Corporation of Cameroon, SNI, in Yaoundé. Basically, I'm here today because I intend to be a certified project management professional, but already I have about 7 years experience as a project manager in SNI. And I just wanted to reassure everybody who is here today that I think we all are in the right place, because we need to understand that sometimes we carry out projects all the time in our daily lives, but we do not even know that we are carrying out projects. So I think that project management is meant for everybody, and I think that everybody who is here for a reason and will not regret why they are here. So let me just say, just to summarize everything,
Great.
Projects are things that everybody undertakes, and I think that we all are in the right place. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, madam. You've lightened it up. There is no need for any other lady coming on board except through course interactions. Thank you once again. Thank you. Welcome, all the ladies and gentlemen, project managers, transformational leaders, directors. Welcome you specially for this brief workshop. It could be a workshop if we have some hands-ons. Definitely, there are aspects of the whole program that, like we see there, talent triangle, kickoff, generative AI. These are serious hands-on tools. So that's why it gives it the character of a workshop more. So that means actually completing these modules, you would definitely be placed on a new pedestal, new horizon, as far as work automation and speed is concerned. Yes, so our agenda again is just to give some little recaps in case anybody needs the background catch-up. The background catch-ups are necessary. That means we will be pointing some few minutes to illuminate our minds on the industry and the career opportunities that we have in project management. Then we will be looking at the transformational power of new inventions, we call AI, and how the future of work will look like for us. In fact, the future is right now. Part of the future is being consumed right away with the appropriate use of tools like AI. And I think it's everything that every project manager must have. I mean, no matter what, how they call it, it is the easiest way of working right now. No matter what title they call it, it is not to scare you. It's not an engineering course. It's not some programming course. No, AIs and so on. the app for project managers, and you're going to see how the practical realities of this thing go with your day-to-day work. Okay, so let's push on the bottom and get the basics settled. We are an authorized training organization, and Paraclete Institute is licensed to accompany organizations, individuals, professionals in best practices, so we can uphold a high culture of performance in project management. Any initiative you're carrying out, any project you're carrying out requires a couple of tools, techniques, methodologies, and processes, and people. So we see the Project Management Institute has licensed organizations like ours to be in charge of a quality process, a quality delivery. Okay, so quality assurance in delivering high standard training for organizations and professionals in this domain. So the badges that you have there are authorized training partner badges, which means that with such a badge, you do have lots of assurance of being in contact with the right content, the right training materials, the right training, the instructors who are licensed and who know the next turn in the industry according to PMI. That's to say that evolution, project management is evolving so fast, the practices are evolving so fast and very adaptively. So we are turning at the same speed with PMI, and PMI is turning at the highest speed that you can have in the industry as an industry leader in this field. And therefore, attaching yourself with an authorized training partner organization means you are at the vantage position to create impact in your world and make change sustainable and deliver results. We train with some emphasis. Okay, we train with 3 key objectives that underlie our philosophy of delivery. We look at performance, becoming very mature. Everyone should perform as a project manager and become very mature. So training has both the principles and the practices that we need to be able to follow. So case studies are wrapped up within that. And then, of course, the global positioning that this kind of training, our trainings offer, because there are lots and lots of things you can do. Please, just a minute. I have to correct something here. Hello, team. Sorry for the interruption because there is a French version. I had to give a technical assistance. That is over, and we can continue. Thank you so much. Okay, so basically, we said we are looking at three key objectives that underlie our training philosophy. We do make the opportunity for people to see project management as a valuable tool, and looking at the global positioning, how you can track, you can map your career trajectory and move, seamlessly across geography and industry successfully. As a certification oriented training body, we prepare candidates to take the certification exams with all the tools for certification readiness available. So about getting certified, we solve that problem by making sure all the tools and all the preparations give you the advantage to ace your exam as easy as possible. So Paracled is located in Douala, Yaoundé, internationally, in Nigeria, in the US and Canada. Now, as Project Management Institute is concerned, we see this is the world's leading professional membership association that shapes the profession in terms of standards, giving best practices, orchestrating all kinds of certifications that we can avail ourselves of, and making professionals have all the tools that they need to be able to practice project management effectively. So the Project Management Institute was founded in 1969, and since then they have been successful at establishing the profession of project management as one of the leading areas of work transformation in the 21st century. Now, the certifications, the Project Management Institute offers a plethora of certifications ranging from entry level, like certified associate in project management, to advanced professional levels like project management professional, program management, to right to expert level, requiring 8 years of experience like program management professional and portfolio management professional. Then you have specialized certifications like Agile Certified Practitioner. You have Risk Management Professional, Scheduling and Business Analysis Professional. Each of these certifications have a whole lot of capabilities. And if we can talk about them, it will be a whole discussion. Now, you can see here, Project Management Institute has certifications for every level, every entry level, from someone with 0 to 3 years of experience. A couple of certifications can satisfy you to become a practicing associate project manager. Then, of course, you can have the professional level certifications, which embody the PMI and many others. Then you have the expert level certifications that are from 8 years plus for those who are very experienced. You can have the PGMP and the portfolio management profession. PMI offers a suite of several certifications in the Agile world of practice. When we say Agile will mean certifications that make a whole lot of work easy, methodologies that adapt, that deliver work in short increments and rapid feedbacks with high customer interaction and customer satisfaction. And so that's agility. Agility will just mean doing things in a fast way, flexible way, in a dynamic way, and solving complex problems in a way that it becomes so easy. So, Agile. PMI is a leader in Agile certifications like the ACP, Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master or Scrum Master. You have the Discipline Agile Coach, Discipline Agile Value Stream Consultant. Now, I think we launched a job profile, organization launched a job opening for a value stream consultant, Discipline Agile Value Stream Consultant. You may wonder, what is that about? Well, I think it's still on our LinkedIn page. I'm sure it's a LinkedIn job profiling. You can avail and see exactly what is expected in that scope of work. You will definitely find that that is really the value driver for any organizational kind of work or delivery. So value stream consultant, as it is focused on value streams, optimizing value streams, and ensuring that things are done in the best way possible to get value, maximum value, and reduce waste. All right, so basically, I just want to know if any of us have any questions regarding the certifications. You want to get specialized knowledge, orientation on any of these certifications, because if we mention them in passing, it may interest you to know more. Okay. If not, we'll be wrapping up with this brief introductory phase by showing us that the world of work is changing and expanding, and project management's change and dimension is really much captured through the what they call ways of working. And we're going to be seeing that in what they call the talent triangle, PMI talent triangle, a triangle of capabilities, talent, skills that you need to be able to apply to effectively carry out projects. For you to be, relevant as a project manager or capable, you must be able to demonstrate skills that align to that talent triangle. We're going to be seeing that later, but I'll be introducing us to the nature of project work, particularly. The nature of project work, what is a project, looking at the challenges, the characteristics of work that is captured as a project, and then, of course, how that can help us determine the kind of methodology we need to use to be able to manage the project successfully. Okay, so now I will be pointing to this wonderful graph here. You can see from the simple to the complicated, complex, and chaos. These are the dimensions of characteristics of work. Okay, so work can be very simply defined. Work that is very simple means it falls within the band where we can define the work very easily. We can calculate, we can estimate, we can, straightforward know what to do. And that's a work that usually they plan using predictive models or waterfall models or traditional models. So work that is characteristically changing so fast, requirements are changing, a whole lot of factors and indicators are very, very complex and uncertain. That kind of work where requirements are changing so fast, people can make up their minds and change their minds any second. To manage that kind of work, you need to use adaptive methods. And that's why you see Agile coming in very suitably to respond to such kind of work that has high uncertainty, risk, and the end goal is difficult to define. Such work, you will need to manage it using a kind of adaptive methodology called Agile. And Agile could mean iterative or incremental. So basically, it's just to show us the spectrum of methodologies and how from one spectrum called predictive or traditional to another extreme there on the right called agile or adaptive, we see an interplay of hybrid combinations of both predictive and adaptive informing our way of working, which is project management approach or project methodology. So all of this helps us to know how we can deliver value faster to the customer, deliver and respond to market situation, adapt and change and in a very responsible manner. Okay, so Now, from the predictive standpoint, the characteristic of work there is that work is very fixed in requirements. It's easy to be understood, upfront, detailedly planned, documented, and analyzed from start to the end. All estimates can be done. That's why I see schedule, scope, and budget being very, very the focus. The focus of work, managing a project with this kind of characteristic, like construction projects, projects with heavy physical assets, and so on. Such projects where you have performed several times over and over, they become predictive. That means predictive means you can plan ahead and then before execute. And so you know the end goal, you know how the end product will look like. So that is predictive. Now, such kind of projects, you plan them before you can. You analyze, you design, you build, you test, you deliver, you plan, and so on. And then you detailedly plan the requirements. Okay, you detail the requirements early in the life cycle of the project, and delivery is only at the end of the project schedule. That means that this kind of life cycle or methodology they use can only be successful for projects that let's say that you don't care about when the customer wants results. Okay, if the customer doesn't care about when results should come, then it becomes very obvious that delivering at the end will not be a challenge. But most customers are not happy when a project spans 3 years and they can only receive the products or outcomes of that project only after the project has ended. Don't you think that is a lot? I mean, in those 3 years, you are pumping a lot of money, and there's a lot of risk that you may not even receive those deliverables or outcomes. Why? Maybe some risk factor can happen along the way, and every investment goes down the drain. So predictive methods are not really reliable in terms of giving the customer the competitive advantage. And that's why, I mean, in terms of value delivery spectrum, we are picking from the predictive and driving upstream towards the agile way of delivery. In between predictive and adaptive or agile, you're seeing the hybrid level number 1 here, which is closest to predictive. Assume that this is the level where, okay, you can use 90% predictive or waterfall and 10% agile. Okay, so predictive approach phases are utilized, while the utilization of some agile practices and techniques like daily stand-up, frequent meetings, adaptation, and so on. So you just borrow some little aspects of agile and use them within a predictive framework. That gives you hybrid level 1. Hybrid level 2 in the middle means a kind of 50-50, where you start taking more of agile. And then level 3 hybrid is where exactly you are really like 90%, 80% agile and few predictive features. So there you need a high cross-functional team, people who are working, you need product owner roles coming in place, and so on. Now, this is helping us to shape how we should deliver work or structure work within organizations and deliver it. Most organizations that don't understand or don't have project management knowledge or methodologies, they really hang behind. They keep using maybe just predictive approaches, and it is not reliable all the time because not every project can fit in the predictive model for you to get the results on time. Customer centricity is not guaranteed with predictive. Customer focused delivery, meeting market window opportunity flexibly, competitive advantage, you can't hit that high in terms of value attainment when you are going predictive. So the return on investment will always be behind. But then when you are really adaptive, it means you are using short iterations, short cycles of delivery, called iterations or sprints. And work items are small enough, fast feedback is cycle loops, It guarantees that the customer can get quick reviews and improvements, and then incremental delivery is possible. Cross-functional teams are the ones that are carrying out this kind of delivery. Cross-functional means that there is no breakdown in the project delivery life cycle, somewhere where some team members who are sick, once they are on sick leave, for example, then the portion of work gets abandoned, and the project can slip off its schedule. That is not really a good practice in predictive. That is common with predictive. But in agile, cross-functional teams mean that, okay, we have individuals who everybody is powered up with the capability to handle work that all other team members are doing. And that really makes a whole lot of agility. That's what they call agility. Agility is that high flexibility and fast response and, attaining a balance. So they use a model of planning called rolling wave planning, which makes work very easy to plan. Instead of planning everything detailedly upfront, like from January to December, they kind of like plan January to March, first of all, in detail, and then foreshadow the other quarters of the year, in high level. So as they approach the next quarter, completion of the first quarter, they are detailing out the second quarter, and so on and so on. So that is a kind of rolling wave planning, where you get more information, feedback, reinforcement, planning, and so on. So this helps in making work projects deliver value to their customers, stakeholders in a very fast and reliable approach. All right, so why is that important? And I'll just spell out a couple of things there just to tell us. Coming directly to know the nature of project management. A project is not something that we keep carrying out without a schedule to it. A project must be attached to a schedule. A project must deliver a unique product, service, or result. That means a project must be quantitative. A project must have a start and an end date. A project is not a continuous activity that keeps going on and on and on and on without a specified duration. Now, the characteristics of work must be captured that describe a project. Characteristics of work that describes a project should help us know that we can create definite outcomes, measure the outcomes, know the success criteria, know exactly how we can improve, know exactly the parameters that we're putting in place, the measurements we're putting in place, and so on. So that is work as a project. And success in a project is always tied to the organizational structures and disciplines. Is the organization very mature in practices? What about the project manager? The project manager's effectiveness. Maybe the project manager is not knowledgeable, is not certified, is not also very, very hands-on when it comes to projects. Maybe experience level is very far lacking. But in most organizations, they can just push people to become project managers, give them titles. But these are factors that really determine success. And we are managing projects with a real aim that is so aimed to deliver value faster. Beyond that, we know team member skills are equally needed. Project manager who is a champion can know so many things, but you need a team that is knowledgeable about the project, about project and processes, and so on and so on. You need strong collaboration and communication. And then you need to be able to understand the business case that sets the foundation for you to know the project and the needs, and so on. All of these are the characteristic things that we must hold about projects. And then we cut through to ensure that the methodology is responding to how we plan to deliver value. That's all. How do we plan to deliver value? Are we going to deliver value at the end, which is predictive, or incrementally through short cycles of prioritized delivery? That is agile. Or we are going to do some combinations of agile and predictive and come up with some milestone releases that meet some definite objectives for stakeholder satisfaction. That is fine. That will be hybrid. So looking at everything, our focus will turn to the talent triangle. The talent triangle answers all the problems in project management. It summarizes project management practice into 3 levels, 3 key domains, what they call performance domains, which are characterized by certain talents and units. The talents are being unitized, means you can have a unit of talent in one of these 3 dimensions of competencies. Like you said, that's what they call PDUs, professional development units. So every project manager has quantitative way of measuring their talents as they grow. That's why PMI created the means for project managers to keep moving forward, keep advancing. Like this training like this is delivering 5 PDUs to the minimum. Just the AI course that we're going to give here from PMI is close to 4.5 hours. Then we're going to add KICKOFF. KICKOFF is a course close to 45 minutes, 1 hour, that's 5.5 PDUs. Then you have now what? The lecture that is running for 2 hours plus. That is already like what? 7.5 to 8 PDUs. But we just wanted to measure the qualitative aspects of PDUs that we're going to deliver in the course. For some of us who are fast-tracked, we can finish that within record time. Now, that is fine. We see the talent triangle specifying the levels of detail in the talents that project managers have to exhibit. What you need to know to make project work successful. Ways of working. Everything we just set up to now, is summarized on ways of working. All the methodologies, life cycle thing, mentioning of predictive, adaptive, agile, all they fall on that side there, ways of working. They are defining the new approaches, the new ways we can get things, we can get results. So mastering the diverse and creative ways like predictive, adaptive, design thinking to get any job done will be addressed as ways of working. And this is where many teams have to mature. Developing teams is to make sure they understand the philosophy of delivery called methodologies. So that methodology approach, how you can plan rolling wave, elaboration, progressive elaboration, and different models. There are lots of agile planning models, so many of them. But interestingly, when you are versed with project management, you master project management, because I think a course that gives you full mastery of project management domains, knowledge domains, is CAPM, the Certified Associate in Project Management. When you know that course, when you finish that course, you have mastered, there are 13 lessons there in the new CAPM content. There you have mastery of predictive, mastery of adaptive, mastery of agile, mastery of Scrum, mastery of discipline agile, and equally the business acumen, the business foundations of project, which is a business acumen, like business analysis, business case, business analysis performance domains, business analysis frameworks. There you are totally immersed into real world of projects. So now shaping your way of working for your teams, it becomes easy, because when you have team members who are very knowledgeable already about the different ways of working, now a good team leader, like a project management professional, will know how to work with such teams to accelerate delivery. Okay, so ways of working address what we call the system of value delivery, or the way we can deliver value very fast, or value-centric delivery approach. We are managing projects to deliver business value, that is all. So the methodology we use can tell us whether we'll deliver value now, or later, or incrementally, or delayed, and so on and so on. And all of these are surrounded with levels of risk and uncertainty. So you balance out all of that, you come out with strong ways of working, you always win when your team is that very dynamic. Now, the power skills just point to people kind of skills, ability to apply influence, inspire change, build relationships, resolve conflicts, and motivate team members, and so on and so on. And this is really a critical area as well. You can't talk about project management without people. No matter how AI and so on come in place, you always need people to coordinate tasks and teams to be able to see how to put things together. Yeah. So business acumen, the effective decision making and understanding of how projects align with the big picture of broader organizational strategy and global trends. That means you have a clear understanding between the macro and the micro changes that are happening within your organization and project, so that you should know the strategic intent of this project. At any time, you know the strategic value of that project, how that project aligns to meeting the organization's strategic plan or mission. So this business acumen is a domain of talent that all project managers must have. Now we have spoken very well. Our journey is getting simpler now. Our journey is very simple. We're moving now to see the picture on how projects fit within an organization in terms of strategy. When you want to plan and deliver at an organizational level, you must align with strategy. Alignment elements are like the vision, the mission, the organizational strategy, and strategic objectives. And those strategic objectives are being interpreted as the investment streams or the different areas of investments that you want to put money in the organizations to apply resources to get strategic business advantage. Either you are, exploring an opportunity, or you are solving a problem, or you are making a change. All of these are strategic initiatives that are translated as in strategic. They are articulated in strategic objectives. Now, in that layer coming from vision down to, because vision is like the end vision, the end goal, the completion of a journey. Is like, okay, what do we want to become in the next 5 years? The vision, okay, the journey of an expected end somehow. A mission is how you plan to arrive there. Yeah? The alignment, the objectives that come from mission show exactly the different streams of opportunities you need to exploit in business to attain the vision state. Yeah, so the future vision state needs to be covered through a gap. The mission objectives will show whether you can evaluate the capabilities to meet that gap. Now, portfolio program project management comes in now as the executioners, the machinery to execute the objectives, to meeting that gap, to close that gap between strategy and the vision state. You see, now if you take program portfolio as the strategy to streamline work, to organize work, to structure work, to make value delivery easy, identify risks very, very proactively and respond to them, plan stakeholders and engage stakeholders effectively. That other system of delivering value by managing the constraints and interdependencies and so on is captured by portfolio, program, and project. And so operations are the underlying activities that run and cement everything together to get these outcomes, you see. So the repetitive actions, repetitive activities that will help to translate the product into its end state. Now, this is why project management is so important, because it forms the bottom, the middle of that triangle there of the pyramid of planning, strategic planning. Organizations that have strategic plans, but they don't have good project management, they will not be able to attain their results. They will fall behind in so many ways. Therefore, what is the push? Organizations are so concerned about project performance. That is the biggest issue now. That's why they want to think about, they have the outlook into the industry, and that's why so many organizations are aligning to PMI for the PMI standards to help accelerate value delivery. And so training their team members, upskilling them, certifying them gives the highest chances of attaining that objective, okay, of competent project managers, mature organizational practices, and a know-how on how they can apply methodologies, get things done quickly. So insights into how organizations can drive the above average project performance by providing resources that further enhance the employees' skills, capabilities, enabling them to adapt to different projects and business circumstances, challenges and needs, and so on. Equipping them, employees with the right skills and so on, empowering the teams with flexibility can drive stronger innovation, agility, and efficiency. That is what every organization is working towards. And this is where we come in now with AI. AI, because the biggest concerns have to be solved. Project management itself, training people is good. It may take a lot for people to really speed up this. Work is always complex. There's a lot of work that is complex. The dimensions of complexity cannot be overemphasized. When it comes to, let's say, if you're launching a global product and the organization's aim is to hit the first $1 billion. Come on, that has been something they have never done before. Maybe that's a project, that's a journey the organization has never chartered before. They just want to wake up with high plans and they want to hit. Anything is possible. If you just plan that, okay, I'm going to get $1 billion and you have never attained $100 million, let's say $1 million, or you have never even hit $1 million, but you want to hit $1 billion. Is it possible? I think it's possible. The only problem is to what rigor. When you have standard processes in place, that's number one. But how you would be able to apply rigor to get the bigger results, to scale, that's the point. It's another thing. And when you are scaling, do you need to use too many team people, like if you are using a team of 100 to attain $1 million, what will you need? Will you need to multiply the team of 100 now by what factor to also attain $1 billion? It's not so. It's not usually so. You want to hit $1 billion, this is where we start coming in to solve, look at those areas where, there's a lot of manual work, there's a lot of things that can be automated, and so on and so on. So shaping the way we're going to get things done. PMI is at the frontiers of research, innovation, to give us best practices and highly evolved practices in project management using AI. Yes, there's no escape about this. And we know in the next AI, ChatGPT was launched in November 2022. Since then, you could see lots of organizations that are pushing into AI, the use of ChatGPT. But now, it has gone beyond the high-level enhancers to ChatGPT. If you limit to ChatGPT, well, that's fine, because you need to see the limits. Well, some people have not even gotten to the ChatGPT anyway. So what are we talking about? Let's just start just gradually. I just want to transition now. I just want to find out in case you have any question before we jump into this bigger discussion. You have any question regarding the certifications? Anything I've mentioned that you want to clarify yourself of? Yeah, you could pose your question now so that we don't forget it. If not, fine, we are ready to move on. And I think giving us some little time, like a break, it will just be a kind of 5 minutes break. Oh, some people didn't know that if the link that we sent, they had to register and then check in their emails. Oh. Any question, please? Oh, you see, technology is dribbling so many of us. So somebody hasn't yet joined and is asking a serious question. Where is the link? Okay. So we are coming. Someone is taking notes now. Please kindly guide your notes taking, because I know how to cancel it, but you can control it. Control your pen. Okay, so if there is no question, we have stepped. Oh, I think there is a hand lifted up there, Mr. Bruno.
Yeah, Mr. I just wanted to know what's the meaning of AI itself.
AI. Oh, okay, that's fine. Nice question. It helps me know how to backtrack and be very gentle. At times we're introducing a new concept, we need to define it, have some definitions. Yeah, AI is artificial intelligence. It's a means of a tool, a technological tool to automate work, to speed up work. Artificial intelligence, that's to read the mind and act like a human person. Artificial intelligence. So intelligence that mimics the human way of working and getting things done. So that is what we're applying now. We're looking forward to, as the world's breakthrough, of the age, and all kinds of work in industry are going to be affected, and they have already been affected by AI. How people are imagining to get things done is no longer like 10 years ago, where people were dreaming and getting tired of work and getting, now machines are, from machine learning to AI, a lot of things algorithms have, been developed to master what we are doing, master the processes that man has been using to do work. After mastering all of this, we now need huge database. They deal with huge databases where they can now, anything you want to get, you can query it, and with that prompting has a structure, and the machine starts responding to you. It's just like the Google search bar came. Google started with a search bar, search engine, and anything you want to get, you just go type it. But instead of going to a library, like in those days, to go and search for a textbook and go and find out the definition of something and something, that was the manual way. People were doing research through Britannia, Encyclopedia Britannia, 1960 something, and going to the old libraries, and all that research was taking time a lot. Imagine how much a student or researcher how many books he had to consult in the physical library to be able to come up with a research topic and a research presentation and so on. Now, Google solved that by looking at how people are asking for querying information. So it created that engine and huge database, where every definition that man is using that passes through that algorithm, it picks it and stores it, and intelligently start developing models through which, when a query is coming in like this, it will respond that, oh, this is what you mean. It starts giving you suggestions, and a variety of suggestions and rankings. So people start picking up like that. That is where AI, AI prompts were coming. So today, the thing has so much developed that, advanced that, wow, is now a tool to solve problems. That's it, artificial intelligence. We're using it to solve problems, even human problems, so many kinds of things. Now, in the basic part of it, which the ChatGPT is dealing with text databases and different. But now, moving forward to the prompt engineering, which I think our next master course on AI and work transformation will be prompt engineering. When you say prompt engineering, we're not scaring anybody anyway. Everybody can still approach that particular course, because at that level, you can begin to develop applications with prompt engineering tools. You can develop business case. You can develop very sophisticated things. That is like a human being or a whole consultancy firm that has developed it. You can just use that tool, it does the work for you. You just need to know the kind of inputs and the kind of prompts that you get into it. You see? So that is the future of work. Doesn't that sound like solving all the big problems that we are sweating with every day, archiving so many things here and there and so on, and having to search them out again, one after the other? Yeah. So let's see how we're going to cover a little bit of this, because it's not an exhaustive coverage. We have to be able to discuss the practical usefulness of this, and then we assign you an on-demand practical course that will drill you through, and you can see exactly what you can do immediately on the go. That means hands-on application. All right, so now we can look at the introduction. Artificial intelligence is already impacting project work. This is a discussion. I'm going to ask each and every one of us, in case you're already using artificial intelligence, what are the gains and what are the cons, So if you have not started using it, no problem. Many of us are like that. Okay, don't think you are alone. You are not far behind. We are all far behind. We are just learning to start speeding up now, taking advantage. Because if you don't take advantage, you will see that work that is given to you to be done in 6 hours, somebody has taken 30 minutes and done that thing and submitted and gotten to the market after you. You see? While you are there struggling to submit 6 hours, and then you're waiting for review. A review after 3 days, your boss will review it, then this and that. And then it corrects a lot of things, and then back and forth. All that churn takes like 1 week before they start using. They have to go send that document to some experts to start interpreting it, to know how they're going to create the product lines and so on. Before you realize, the market window opportunity and so on is shifting. Time is going. To cut productivity time by more than 80%, AI tools have been proven to do that. That's it. What you are supposed to do, 80% of it plus can be done by the AI tools. Then you are just left with less than 20%. We say how? Let's just enter into the journey gradually. Okay, number 2, strategies to start adopting generative AI in project management. Project management, remember, project management, as Madame Dolo told us at the beginning, is for everybody. Every field is a field for project management. There's no way you want to deliver value and you don't talk about projects. Whether you're in humanitarian, whether you're in engineering, whether you're in banking, insurance, whether you're in manufacturing, project management is everywhere. That's what we need. Therefore, if generative AI is going to be our automation speed up advantage, why not? Why not? If you can take by Pareto 1 tool, you learn 1 tool that can solve 80% of your problems and generate more than 80% of your value. Why not stay to that? Why not take the time to, carry it along, master it and take it along your journey? What is the advantage for you trying to keep using your head? You know, use your head until you write a document, edit it, edit it, edit it, edit it, send to another person, edit it, edit it. You know, there is the AI that can use the best brains around the world on that subject and filter off some things and bring to you suggestions that are approachable to the vision that is in your mind. And then you just need to say, okay, let me just apply. Oh, if everything is okay, you press the button. You have submitted the work. How many minutes? Not up to. You see, it may just be 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But if you were to develop that thing, you will waste company time, your own time, everything, time, productivity time. You may spend 3 hours and shaking on the chair with a backache and so on and so on, and yawning and stretching, you know, and so on. That at the end of the day, you say, I've done a lot of work today. Oh, I have too much work, too much work. The boss gave so much work that, you know, one of the things that will happen to us after this course, your next 1 month or 1 week, if you don't give a success story, then you still need another class, because that's the only way. If you don't have a success story, you will be given another class. And even if you have a success story, congratulations, welcome to class 1. We can bring you, take the journey forward so that we can begin to see how much more, because there are elementary tasks that can be done in class 1 of AI. But when you begin to know how to use AI to solve sophistications, things that are complex, things that you know that it's only teams and human beings that can sit down and get it done, you know how to engineer it with AI. You will be at rest all the time. I mean, as a consultant, you are solving problems that people are coming and looking at you like, come on, how do you do it? Hey, this, oh, and the monies are coming in, right? Okay. Are we on the journey then? Is it catching some attention? If it's not catching your attention, let me know so that we can excuse you. Can we excuse anybody? Let me find out who can be excused now, please. I want to find out who can be excused. Who can take a small break now while we are on? Madam Verma, can you take a break of 5 minutes while we are going on? Will you like it?
Okay, sir, no problem.
You will not? Okay, no problem, eh? It means that what we are saying is not yet interesting you. Okay. Maybe you know it already. Maybe you're an engineer already, so let's say maybe you could be a co-lecturer in this. If you already have this background, that's fine. I think you should share your testimonies of this, or your reviews, your success stories. All of that is important. Madam B. Tesita, would you like to take a 10 minutes break while we are on this subject now? Hey, is she first of all with us? Please, you can unmute if you like to speak. Just want to hear your voices so we can be on track. Right. Okay. Nobody wants to speak this time? Are we all struck by something? Tata Lillian, you have something there? Okay. All right, so should we push ahead or we should relax a bit? Now the journey, great. The journey begins. AI is already impacting project work, yes or no? Let us verify that. Artificial intelligence, AI, has been impacting the execution of project work and the role of the project manager for some time already, for some time. PMI research shows that impact will only continue to grow exponentially. So 21% of research respondents say they are using AI already. Just 21% of more than 10 billion people in the world. Right. 82% of senior leaders say that AI will have at least some impact on projects, according to PMI research. Okay. Have some impact. AI will have at least some impact on how projects are run at their organization over the next 5 years. Why 91% of respondents into this survey say that PMI customer experience survey believe that AI will have at least a moderate impact on the profession, but the argument goes stronger when 58% say that it will have a measurable or transformative impact. That's to say that many people's awareness is rising very seriously with AI. Awareness is rising very seriously. Awareness is rising very seriously. So by statistics, you already know what people are thinking about and how they're utilizing, leveraging on these approaches. Summarily, what we're going to be focused on in this discussion will be strategies and recommendations to start adopting generative AI, which is a subset of the AI technology in project management. We're going to use that to solve project management problems fast. They give you a project management task to do, you should not waste time. Number 2, we're going to see the skills that project managers need viewed through the lens of the PMI talent triangle. We want to see that the PMI's commitment to supporting project managers through this technological evolution is imperative. So for project managers who stay at the forefront of the progression of emerging technologies and helping drive AI adoption within their organizations, they will best position themselves for career success. Yeah. Second, after we have seen the key statistics that surround AI discussion in the world today, even in the world of business and customer service, remember those statistics, 21%, they say they are aware, they are using AI already. 82 senior leaders are saying that AI really would have at least some impact on projects. While 91 say that, well, there will be moderate impact on the profession, but 58 say that there will be measured impact. So they kind of like split the survey into 2, measure and minor impact. 58 are standing for measure impact. Now that's to say, okay, we are good. We are good. You know, people like to work on evidence-based decisions or research. Strategies to start adopting Gen AI in project management. What strategies are going to use? Just take some little insights. Gen AI can support project management tasks in many ways. Think about it. The more complex the project task looks like, the more human intervention will be needed to result in high-quality outcomes. When work is very complex, you definitely need the human element the most. Okay, so this section provides that framework for us to considering the intersection efforts between Gen AI and project professionals. So, keynote, the more complex the task is, the greater the need for human intervention to complete that task. That's good. Now, within these 2 dimensions, project managers can look at the support that Gen AIs can provide on the spectrum that ranges from 3 levels: automation, assistance, and augmentation. That means we can leverage AI at these 3 levels. That's it. At the automation part of it, which means work that carries little or low complexity, AI can automate it. Generative AI can automate that task. The tasks that require little human intervention in their final output. Examples will include generating reports, for example. So we need to use machines to do the minimal or minor kind of tasks. Okay, machine, that's to say automation is handling the operational activities of work. Automation, that's the meaning of automation. So automating, instead of taking one by one, 1,000 times effort, you can just get one thing, boom, it gives you everything, generates a report in 1 second. Examples will be the generating reports, analyzing documents with multiple types of data, summarizing meeting notes, and performing calculations. All of these things can be automated. The automating approach allows project managers to create standard prompts. See the kind of input that we're going to give. We're going to give something so that the system should generate something. You see, that can be used across different projects and by other team members, since these tasks generally do not need highly experienced project managers to assess and verify results. Assistance. We come to the next medium level, level of tasks. At the assisting quotes level, project professionals can leverage Gen AI tools to implement or complement their analysis. I think so. Work is getting a little bit sophisticated now. Analysis, you know what that means? Intelligence. So get fresh drafts for review by experts. So this kind of work needs some co-assistantship. That means a little collaboration with the AI and iteratively build the expected outcome for a particular task. The tool's results cannot be considered complete without refinement. You see, so you have to be able to add the human dimension to make sure it's perfect. Testing and complementary analysis. Examples of this approach include what? Creating a first draft of a cost-benefit analysis. Wow. You see, cost-benefit analysis. So this can be done at the assistance level there. Now, performing a data analysis to be used on the scope change recommendation. Wow, very intelligent. Creating scheduling plans and performing a risk analysis. Can you imagine what these things can do? Do you know how much time it would take and effort to manually do these things? I mean, the final result is likely to require moderate intervention from an experienced project professional to ensure it is complete and accurate. That's to say that 80% of productivity time can be cut by use of this. You just have like less than 20% to devote to edit, and render the output. That's it. Let's go to augmentation. The most complex level is augmenting, where project professionals can enhance existing capabilities and explore and develop new capabilities. Correct. This approach helps project managers perform more complex and strategic tasks specific to the organization or topics, such as 1, creating outstanding business cases. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? This is the work that consultancy firms will do for you. Creating outstanding business cases for projects and supporting complex decision-making with many interdependencies and variables. Wow. Ultimately, the project professionals will still guide and perform most of the work, but they can leverage Gen AI to gain insights and perform specific tasks using multiple interactions with the tool. And at this level, it is likely that the individual's level of experience and knowledge about the business and project management will influence the quality of final outputs. That's being using an experienced person in the field, and then just one person in the field or two cross-functionally who can put their minds together. The system will give you amazing speed-breaking outputs Now let's see the summary view of the horizon landscape of how the workflow from complexity looks like. When you move into very highly complex work, I mean, you're moving from very low complex tasks like meeting notes, summarizing meeting notes. Who does the work? Machine should handle that now. Machine is right down there. Machine should do these menial operational works. Machines are good. Meeting notes summary, very good. Don't need a human being to be doing that. Waste of time. Machines are too excellent now to give you exactly, in fact, the kind of words that they will choose for you. You'll be surprised. Is there a human being that rendered this letter? This, you know? Come on. They give you very clean, neat. Then you're moving to lessons learned summary and report generation. At this level, this is high-level automation. Machines are good to automate. That's automation. At the level of assisting, like we saw the 3 levels, the assistantship, where you start dealing with large data set analysis, cost and schedule estimations, cost-benefit analysis. For project managers, I remember, risk analysis. If this can be done just for project managers, what about other fields? Financial engineering and so on. Then you move to augmenting level where you have project decision making, reports. That means from data to work for performance information analysis to final reports and decision making. Business case creation. Wow. That is the way we are seeing the world is moving. See now. So what do you think? Let me pause there a little bit. What do you think? Is anybody here you're using AI to do some of these tasks for you at this level? For your meeting notes summary, I still one staff and my secretary. And the secretary doesn't know how to automate. Secretary spends the whole day to deliver you reports. What do we think about this? I need a comment. Are we there in the course? Let me check whether we are there.
We are there, we are there, we are there.
We are there. Very, very interesting.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
We are enjoying it. That's why we are.
Great. Are we seeing that we are not going to be doing manual labor anymore? We were created to do decent things and use our minds, do strategic thinking, and let machines create the results for us. Man should not be there laboring, right? It should be at rest. Just think. And there are machines now that are learning how to think. So everything they are doing, machine learning, is to make sure before things come to this level, AI is machine learning now. So now you can think like a human being, make decisions intelligently, analyze, and then so on and so on. Okay. Any question there? So GenAI can automate, assist, and augment project management tasks. How are you and your team preparing to leverage these GenAI's different ways to support your project work in your organization? That should be action takeaway points. Now, GenAI can support project management tasks, but still requires human intervention as the complexity of the task increases. How are you ensuring that you and the project managers in your organization provide adequate oversight of GenAI outputs? All right. Are you discussing initiatives to review processes, practices, and techniques to integrating Gen AI tools to supporting the enterprise-wide development framework? Very nice questions. Anybody can share their experience on any of this? We appreciate it. Has your organization started utilizing, leveraging on this technology? If not, yes or no? Maybe on the chat window, yes or no? And then if you were to see the benefits as it is now, if you were to leave from this meeting, this training now, where will you be starting? Where will you start looking at, improving the bottom line in your work? Will you be looking at automating tasks, simple tasks? Or you'll be looking at everything from automation right up to augmentation? Is that your critical concern right away? Then that's fine. We are moving to seeing how that will be done. So guiding your AI skill development journey, this is now our next focus. That comes into having intelligence built up from the PMI talent triangle. The talent triangle offers a robust framework to helping professionals understand the impact of Gen AI and what skills and competencies need to be developed and improved. So we look at the three sides of this triangle: the ways of working, power skills, and business acumen. When we're using Gen AI to automate, assist, and augment project management capabilities, it requires new skills and a new mindset towards project work. You see? So a new, that's the knowledge of methodologies is critical, you see? Ways of working. Like we're saying that if your project management principles are lacking, you can, do you think that many people just say AI, you just go and carry AI and start, people that have not even mastered project management, you see that the human element is always needed, can never be replaced. You will still need well-trained, certified project managers who understand the game. But then the advantage, bottom line there is what? Speed, high performance, speed, and go to market readiness. See? Getting the thing done quick. And you may need lesser people, fewer people. You don't need a manual level a lot. All those people that you need them to come and do execution, you hire them to do execution. Those kind of things can be automated now like this. All right, so the PMI talent triangle helps the project managers identify and pursue the right project management skills and competencies. It provides a perfect lens through which the managers can approach their plan to building Gen AI skills. So ways of working, let's attack that. Ways of working. We've already seen that the picture of ways of working is all about mastery of predictive, agile, design thinking, new practices still to be developed because you have discipline agile. Discipline agile is a new suite of practice techniques or practice philosophies that are far utilizing. It's like discipline agile is like the AI on top of traditional agile, predictive methodology, Scrum, and Lean. So when you combine agile, Lean, Scrum, and predictive, there is an AI that automates the practical use of an application of those disciplines. But now you see most organizations are deploying Scrum or agile, extreme programming, or whatever they like it, or Lean, or whichever practice comes to be their certified focus. So when they do that, they think they have arrived. But The journey is yet to be that, because, you know, we can tell people that you can be very intelligent, but not wise. Is it not true? We've seen a lot of students in Africa, very intelligent guys, but they are not wise. Because what do I mean by that? I mean, they ask you to write a statement of purpose so that you can get admission to a master's program. Somebody is writing and condemning his country, you know, I want to solve this problem because this is the state of the thing, this is, you know, that is intelligence. It's good. But then, those who demanded that thing, they are capturing your future, your objectives, your purpose, your everything. They understand your environment, your limitations, your challenges, even your dreams. They have it captured and cocked up. So now, they even use all of that. They help you to, you have helped them to conduct research about your country, about your continent, about the world, about what improvements you want to bring, and so on and so on. And there are multiple tens of thousands of such applications. And imagine that they're going to use that to throw them. No, that's when they generate huge database, research, decisions. They put it through all these AI engines, and they're able to make intelligent. They can create new courses that you will come and learn, and your children will come and learn. They know what they're going to train you now for, and train you and train your children the next. So isn't that nice? So wisdom over intelligence. I'm just giving an example, please. I'm not being critical. I'm just giving an example. We're discussing here. So let it not be too critical there. But then it's just a perspective, ways of working. Yeah, so we're saying that discipline agile takes over and utilizes the Scrum framework, the traditional framework, the agile framework, the lean framework, and then they create something that is highly, very feasible, tailored to context. That's what I said, ways of working for teams is very critical because it gives you different dynamics on how you can create value and how you can organize teams to work, how you can structure processes to move, how you can use shortcuts and also long cuts, and, you know, so that's it. Your flight route, ways of working kind of like give you a flight route. If you notice very well, many planes, you can find out why some why planes have to be connecting between, let's say, between India and North America, or, you know, Central America. Why would the flight not just cut through straight? There's a straight line between India and Central America, right? There's a straight line. Why would they go towards the north, and then come down there, like they go up and come down? Why? Their flight route, their trajectory is designed. Why can't they go straight? I think some of us have aerodynamic explanations there. So if you have been a flight engineer or a friend to a flight engineer, maybe you should find out why. Why do they take those longer routes? They seem longer, but they are shorter. You see, because they have done the aero calculations, aerodynamics and geography, and they know that the Earth is revolving, rotating. They know that, okay, move like this and that, that and that. So there are some things that they do. Calculations are in the air before they even track the route, that they will not collide with another airline or something. So many reasons. Ways of working is like tracking your own route, mapping your own trajectory for your team to move from point A to B and get the results done. What is the shortest and the best reliable way? to get the job done? What is the best way to work? What is the best culture to adopt? So the mindset, the agile mindset, the manifesto, and discipline agile mindset, all of these things give a whole new philosophy of ways of working. Therefore, if project managers have this, can you imagine when they now carry the tools? Because to be given tools without training is a problem. It's a burden, right? You can use those tools to destroy yourself or people. But then if you have the right training, the requisite training, and you are given the sophisticated modern tools, wow, you will automate. You will do wow with it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So the ways of working dimension focuses on adopting the best approach, practices, techniques, tools to manage projects successfully. All right, so with the widespread availability and potential of Gen AI tools at both the individual and organizational levels, it is imperative to take advantage of the improved results that Gen AI can help project managers to deliver. So ways of working is like chains of events and tasks to deliver a result where generative AI can automate, assist, and augment all these competencies. For example, in project planning, we use Gen AI to simplify data mining and analysis of historical data to help with the overall project planning and optimization, and to generate comprehensive project documentation considering all knowledge areas of the PMI, for example. You see, so they can use it to plan. Imagine the sophistication of planning all elements of the project management plan, like planning the scope management plan with associated documents, planning the schedule management plan with all the schedule documents, planning the cost, and so on. That is a lot. And then integrating and copying all those plans into a comprehensive plan. Then before now, you start making decisions, how to peruse those plans and make decisions. It's terrible without assistance tools. Therefore, time and cost management as well. We use Gen AI to support time and cost estimation, refinement, supporting cost-benefit analysis, performing earned value analysis, calculate and identify mitigation actions to deal with cost overruns, delays, and so forth. Risk management. Gen AI can support and assist with risk identification, analysis, and generating general recommendations for risk mitigation and elimination. It can help define risk planning and risk reports and support communication. Wow. The homework is done. It's taken up by these things. The problem is, how now are we going to? Now we are seeing how from the talent triangle, understanding ways of working, we can begin to respond. We can begin to think of the areas that AI can impact our work, right? So that is it. Now, the next phase, we'll be looking at how to actually get the things done. Now, let's look at the context here. While generating meeting summaries, for example, or status reports is a useful time saver, Gen AI can bring new value by analyzing underused and or unstructured data. Industry, technology, media and communications. Use case. Project managers can use Gen AI to analyze structured and unstructured company and customer data to uncover insights and correlations that will help improve project agility and productivity in creating more customer-driven solutions. Industry, IT, software development. Use case. In the IT environment where technical and non-technical workers need to effectively communicate about projects, Gen AI can help prepare code summaries and reports using non-technical language for multiple audiences, such as functional stakeholders, product managers, business stakeholders, and analysts. Okay, so good. Let us clear off now with some action points. Why predictions indicate that great potential of Gen AI in project management? The current adoption rate is still very low. How are you identifying tasks in your projects where AI could be integrated to deliver greater performance? That's reflective questions anyway. Next, given the rapid integration of AI technology into popular project management tools, are you proactively identifying and adopting these AI-powered features to improve performance? Considering the critical role of data in driving accurate AI outputs, what initiatives are you discussing within your organization to ensure useful project data is available to feed Gen AI tools? That's to say there are tools. Power skills, you can see embed strategic thinking. That means you can embed strategic thinking into AI. You can improve collaboration amongst team members and stakeholders. You can fast track problem solving and so on. You can improve communication using AI. All of these things have a whole lot. So you see the applications, use case in drug development, project manager must work with multiple stakeholders and so on. Yeah, so if we go to the business acumen dimension, business scenario analysis can be done with AI, insight generation and innovation, assessment of business implications, systems thinking decisions. Wow. Systems thinking, you know what that is, right? So that is a lot. Yeah, so for example, functional operations are becoming more automated and transparent as well. So this is what they call the common software as a service SaaS enabled processes are also well-defined in general data sets. So again, we see the business part of making decisions very much facilitated with prompt engineering or Gen AI support. All right. Financial service case studies are there. Different kinds of industry case studies. So putting Gen AI to work for you now. We're wrapping up soon. It wouldn't be more than 10 minutes. Now, summarily, you can see, well, I think I'm going to let this go. Okay, I'll let this go by the assignment of some courses practically that will help us to see how we put all of this through, because you will be seeing the practical implementation of this on a step-go basis. Yeah, so without boring us with a lot of data there. So getting ready with PMI ready, AI ready. How are you ready for AI in your organizational adoption or your work? Do you feel like AI can do something to you? I just want to get your feedback first. Yeah. I didn't want to focus us on the nitty-gritties because there is a course that practically you can see the whole thing coming alive. Yeah. So we're going to be assigning you 2 courses if you don't mind. And our next practical class, which is another master class coming up by, maybe it's going to be end of the month. Yeah. Work transformation series. There we're going to be looking at gearing it up, you know, we'll check the gear up higher and higher, higher every month until everybody is giving purely, you know, sound success stories with shout outs. So
thank you.
Today's objective was just to bring awareness, okay? Label the definitions clear, understand where we are starting. The starting point should be clear, see where impact is possible. Results, success is possible with AI. Automation assistance, augmentation, so much high-level decisions, strategic decisions, reports, everything can be done with AI. And I said it would cut more than 80% of your time, of your productivity time. What I mean is 80% of your time that you spend to do things can be taken away by AI. And so you are left with less than 20%. So you have enough time for holiday, have enough time with the kids, and more time to cook food, come back, you know, more time to relax and enjoy the money that you're making. Okay, any question? All right, I can see a text here. All right, so there is a form for you to fill. Please kindly fill out the form. Oh, thank you, Mr. Moses. KB, thank you for your comments. Yeah, it's good knowledge for us, project managers. We really need to move forward. We really need to move forward. We need to move forward, step ahead. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be looking at tools in our next masterclass. The tools and how we're going to generate prompt engineering, so many other things that will come along practically. So kindly fill the form. We want to assign you courses and then we can celebrate. For your achievement certificates, PDU achievement certificates for this course, it will be delivered to you when you have completed your 2 courses that will be assigned to you, Kickoff and Generative AI for project managers. But if you already done them, fine. We should be able to report in your PDU in case you already earned your certification. So right after that, we are tracking to find out if you are done, you met the done criteria for this course. Yeah, your achievement certificate is generated and we celebrate. Once again, I appreciate our time. It was straightforward to bring the value of Gen AI to us. And then we can begin to know what improvements lie ahead for us and how we're going to bring those improvements. That will be our next rendezvous. Thank you very much. Anyone comment? You can close it out now. Please, the forms are available. Kindly take. Yeah, anybody asking for something? Is it recording or something? Is it recording you need, madam?
Yeah, we need the recording.
Okay, the recording. Okay, I'll send that to you. Yes, everyone will have the recording, please. You have the recording, so you can go over to reappraise some of the points. Thanks very much. Thanks for the comments. Thanks very much. Okay, so attendance form is there for you to fill. Don't forget to fill the attendance form. Yeah, your feedback is important there so that we can prepare your end of course attestation certificate of achievement. Yes. Bye for now. We're not taking too much time. Today was public holiday, so please spend more time with the family and think less and relax. And know that there is something that is coming that would help us get 80% of our time. And then you can spend more time with the family and get more results. Thank you so much. Bye for now.